Hey, I'm Ben.
Hey, I'm Claire.
And we are
Hi Jinx.
And Claire has got a little gift for us today.
So, those of you who are following us on Instagram may have seen me harp on a little bit
Hi,
about...
Jinx 1.
Hi Jinx 1, also, yep. And I've also harped on about this on my personal Instagram. This is Polugar. This is a Russian gin.
Despite the accent, actually. Like, despite your accent, whilst you said Polugar, I don't know what that was. It was like...
I've no idea.
Scandi of some description.
Absolutely no idea.
But, you know, after you've had, like, 7 gins, kind of like...
Yeah, I blame you.
Exactly. Okay.
You're a bad ginfluence.
I'm a bad influence.
So... this wonderful treat, it's distilled with rye, and it's distilled with Siberian herbs, and it's got some berries. It's got cloudberries, lingonberries, things like that. So when I have had this before, but Ben has not. So for him, this is an absolutely live tasting.
So interesting, like with Siberian herbs, it's things that survive in extreme cold.
Yeah.
So winter-friendly stuff. Because, you know, in Siberia, it could go down to like -30, -40.
Yeah. Tucker would know about that.
Exactly. Very, very, very easily. So
yeah,
it's stuff that would survive that. So which kind of indicates that it's like a winter...
Yes.
friendly gin anyway.
So what I remember about this, it's been a little while since I've had it actually, but what I noticed when I first tried this is my first sort of taste was very fieldy because it's got the wheat and the rye in there. And then after that, while it sits in the glass, while the ice melts, while it dilutes, different flavors come to the forefront. So at some point you get more of a herbal flavor, and then at some point the berries come to the foreground. And so I described it as like the gobstopper in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the one that's like a 3-course meal, because it just keeps changing and developing. And
who didn't want to go to the Chocolate Factory as a
exactly
kid? This is the adult version. Bringing childish dreams alive. Exactly.
And because it stays interesting, it's not like having one gin. It's like having a lot of different gins as you go down the glass and as it dilutes. And so it's a really, really interesting gin. Not widely available in the UK at all. So I feel very special.
What a beautiful bottle.
It's quite absolutely stunning.
It doesn't look like a gin bottle.
No, well, because Polugar actually... so I think Polugar actually is a different spirit. It's not even classed as a vodka. It's the rye distilled spirit. So it's a spirit all of its own.
Yeah.
And then this is the gin, the juniper version.
Yeah.
So it's called number 10 Old Russian Gin, if you're looking for it. So let's get a little taste of this going.
Or should we have a little sniff? Yeah, let's get the glass. Let's get the glass on the go.
I don't know why, but every time you say glass, it just makes me laugh.
Sorry, if you're from the north of England, I'm so sorry. I'm not, and I just keep saying it. It smells like tequila.
It does a little bit, or like...
Like tequila for me is like good times. Like, I've had some of the best nights of my life on tequila.
Yeah.
And also some of the best nights of my life.
Or it's almost got a slight vibe of like a rakia or something, you know, like those Eastern European spirits and that sort of thing.
I find those quite sweet.
Yeah, but not in the sweet way, but in the...
Yeah, to me, it's just silver tequila.
Okay.
That's really interesting. And it looks like a tequila bottle. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. So the fact they've basically... You could almost say they've taken a tequila and made it into a gin, perhaps.
Yeah.
That's really exciting. Let's taste it. Tastes like tequila.
I don't think it tastes like tequila.
Then you get a gin hit later on. The initial hit for me, like, makes me think of tequila. Like, good quality tequila, but from when I was younger and my liver could take that sort of stuff. But then you get the dry down of the juniper, which convinces you that it's a gin.
See, I don't think I've drunk enough really good tequila. I basically had a bad experience with tequila when I was about 18 and, you know,
I've only ever had good experiences with tequila. It's only ever gone well.
See, for me, tasting this neat, which is something I've not really had it neat or had it neat and thought about it this hard, but there's so much going on. You get the fruity flavors. You get the fruitiness, you get the herbs.
Yeah.
And you get the little bit of a gin dry down.
But it's a fresher dry down. It's almost like there's mint or something. Not quite mint, but something that's kind of high end that sort of flushes your palate.
Yeah, so maybe a herb that we don't No.
You know when something flushes your palate with gas, like mint,
Yeah.
rather than flushing it with liquid?
Yeah.
There's something that flushes your palate with gas in that way that mint obviously
I think
does,
it's
and
such
pepper
an
does.
interesting drink. So, shall we? Do you want to put some gin in our glasses? And I'm going to do us a little lemon peel, if I can not cut my finger again.
Good luck. More?
No thanks.
More? No. Polyps. It's just such a pretty bottle. Like, I just want that on my...
I know, I'm excited to have it on my shelf.
On my shelf, yeah, exactly. It's just, it looks boss. 38.5%, so it's quite a low ABV for a gin, which is quite interesting.
I mean, that's a lower limit, isn't
That's
it?
very low end. That's very interesting. Because it's so complex in flavour, but that's because the alcohol's not in the way.
Yeah.
What have we got with water? Oh my gosh, straight away, I've got the most I've ever got from a bit of lemon peel.
Yeah.
So it's like released that.
Yes.
And that will be because of the natural oils
Yeah.
in the gin that are fused with the oils and the lemon peel. And it's just gone bang straight in my palate before I've gone anywhere near it.
Again, there's just so much going on. I love it.
But then that reminds you of, like, you know, when you were a teenager and you, like, you know, got this, you snorted the salt, you know, squeezed the lime in your eye and drank.
I don't know where you grew up.
I grew up in Cambridge, like, which sounds posh, but I grew up in a council estate, so, you know, it was a bottle of whatever you could afford, a piece of fruit you'd stolen from the shop. Jose Cuervo. If you could afford that, there was probably some knockoff, like some lime you'd stolen from the market, and like some salt that like you borrowed from your nan. Like that was what it was, and it was like that horrible like table salt as well. You know, kind of like 28p for a massive pot of it.
Yeah.
And so you crack on with your lime, salt, and tequila, and this tastes to me like the kind of high end like version of a tequila, but with a juniper dry down.
I mean, I think it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
Should we try it with a bit of thieves?
A little bit of thieves. Say when. When? Nearly for you.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. As we're always saying, not too much tonic, guys.
We like Fever Tree Light because it doesn't get in the way. No ego. Hashtag no ego.
Yeah, that was a good amount, and that's about 50-50.
You love your 50-50, don't you? I'm a 60-40 man. I like a little bit more tonic. But, oh my God, look at the colour in yours versus mine, because, look at how if you can see on there how cloudy it is. The oil release is what I got when I smelt it. There's a lot of oil release there, which means it's a high quality gin
Really
produced from
good.
real botanicals rather than just flavours of things.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. It's very thought provoking because, to my mind, it's a tequila. But that just makes me so happy.
I think it's delicious. I never thought of it as being like a tequila. I just thought that what I was getting there were the herbs and that sort of thing. But as I said, I don't have a lot of experience with drinking high end tequilas.
It just makes you giggle, like when you drink it in a good way. Like it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And regardless of anything else, that must mean the quality of the product's good. It must mean they've got the flavours right. They've got a nice balance of savoury and sweet. Nice solid balance for a relatively low alcohol gin. A nice hit. They've balanced it beautifully. And you know, there's a bit of an ego thing. It's like having big muscles. It's like big ABV. That is a big thing. They've gone, no, do you know what? Actually, we're just going to sculpt ourselves and we're going to make ourselves look lean and nice. And that's what they've done with that.
Exactly.
It's just I
think it's a masterpiece.
Very classy.
Very classy.
Is what I would say.
Very classy, and there's so much in there to keep you entertained.
Yeah, you could drink that for half a bottle each of an evening, and you'd be tasting different things.
Exactly,
all the way
you'd
through.
never get sick of it.
No,
you'd never be like, should we try something else now? You go for this one.
I've just begun to consider the berries, the lingonberries and the cloudberries.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, it's the sort of thing where, you want to ask him what he thinks in another 10 minutes and then another 10.
Yeah.
So
and
perhaps we'll report back in the Instagram post.
Bit of herb on my tongue now. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like.
Right.
Really like.
Cheers, everybody. Find somewhere to try it or come to Belcanto because that's the only place I've ever seen it in London and you can
Or come to
me
Claire's
having
house.
a sing.
Come to Claire's house.
I mean, I don't know if people want to do that, but, you know.
If you want to come to Claire's house, she's single and she's on Tinder.
Yeah, well, look out for the Tinder that's all made of gin puns. Apparently we're going to put that together
Johns.
for me. John puns.
Johns. Johns. Yeah, perfect.
Johns. Okay, yeah. Well, I'll get working on that. Watch the space.
Bye.
See if you find me. My profile picture will just be a bottle of Polugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And possibly in front of the face, just like that.
Yeah. Swipe right.
Would you swipe left or right if you got that? Would you swipe left or right?
Tell us in the comments.
Exactly.
Right, okay. We better stop. Cheers, everybody. Try this gin, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Cheers.